joining me here, and good morning. I wanted to talk about my first recording session that just happened about a week ago. I'm really super excited about it. It went really amazingly well. Of course, I went in there nervous as all get out, just practicing two hours a day for 2-3 weeks ahead of time, and you still feel like you're not prepared when you go into a recording session. You feel like, oh, I have to be perfect, but really you don't. You don't have to get it on the first take, which I always have to remind myself when I'm going into the recording studio. But I had an awesome drummer named Paul, and Don Richmond, of course, did the bass lines and stuff. So we went ahead and decided that we were going to do drummer, bass, and getting the tracks down all at once for the organic feel of it. And Don Richmond, of course, an amazing musician, producer, recording artist himself, and engineer extraordinaire, suggested that, and I'm really glad he did. It was a lot of fun to actually sit in studio with an amazing drummer. I mean, this is the type of drummer that just makes your music sound even that much more amazing because he's that good, and it was maybe 2 or 3 takes on each song, 1 or 2 takes on a couple, which was absolutely amazing. And so he just went in there and he just made, and he's also a producer, the drummer's also producer, and he made a lot of suggestions, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun, and I'm really glad I did it that way. But this guy is absolutely fantastic, and he just, when you have that good bass to start when you're recording your music, when you have that great bass for things to stack on top of, you've got that good balance, it's going to make the rest of the recording sessions just go that much more smoothly and just give you that much more confidence. It's going to give me that much more confidence to just dive in and just add all those wonderful layers on top of it. So super exciting. We did 8 songs that in 2 days, which was fantastic. 8 songs in 2 days was a good amount of songs, I thought. And we did that and got them done, got them down. And now, of course, it's scratch vocal and scratch guitar, but I got some video of Don playing some bass lines and the drummer playing some stuff. So I want you to check out this drummer. He did just this cool little solo for me while I was standing there covering one ear, because it's super loud in that recording studio in the session rooms. But it was way cool to see him just take off on those drums, and it was really awesome. But I had a little bit of anxiety going in because I always have this sort of imposter syndrome, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't belong here, or I don't, there's so many musicians that are so much better than me, that have so much, clout. And so, I always go into the studio sessions feeling a little trepidatious, tiptoeing in like, am I allowed here? And of course, Don Richmond doesn't make you feel that way. The studio owner for Howlin' Dog Records, he doesn't make you feel that way at all. He makes you feel right at home, and is very supportive, and had great ideas. We sped up a song or 2. We did some stuff to a couple other tunes, like shortened some spaces in the song, and it worked out really well. And I'm really appreciative of those suggestions from both Paul and Don. So I'm just excited to get started on this new album. I think that it's going to be hopefully the best one I've ever done. This will be my 3rd album, and I'm really excited about it. I hope that it turns out as well as I think it's going to, and as long as I can get my vocals good and all of that stuff, I think it's going to be fantastic. These songs really mean a lot to me. There's a lot of emotion in them. There's, I've had an interesting past almost 10 years, and I think it's been almost that since I recorded my last album. And I've got a lot of songs on this new album coming out, and being in the studio just makes me really appreciate the art form of music and what it takes to create an album. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of layers, especially if you're starting from just a singer-songwriter, folky, alternative type place where you sit up on stage most of the time and just play guitar and piano by yourself. Sometimes you get the chance to play with other musicians, which is fantastic. And this was a good test of my ability to play with a drummer and a bass player, which worked out perfectly fine. I did really well, and I'm proud of myself, but I'm very happy that I didn't stumble too much. I didn't make too many mistakes, which makes me happy. And my cat's begging. Hold on. Okay, you guys are gonna meet my cat. This is Duke, my 14-year-old Duke cat. You're disturbing my video. He's a fan. No, not really. He's not a fan. He goes running when I start singing and playing. Okay, go on. So anyhow, I just wanted to show off the drummer and the bass player and a little bit of video for this in studio. I didn't get any video of me doing anything because we were really just focused on getting these tracks down. But I did get a chance to get a little bit of video of some musicians playing on my new album. So thanks so much for joining me. Check it out. I'm gonna this drum solo that I'm gonna post here, and like and subscribe and comment and all that jazz if you want. And thanks so much. And there will be more ahead, more studio time ahead. I've got about cats bumping the tripod. But there'll be quite a few more sessions before the album is done, and I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot more videos. So stay tuned, and thanks for joining me, and have a great day.
I'm glad you got that.
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
to pour